welcome to Her Story, Women and Loyalism, where myself and Sandra today will be talking about mediation training that we have been doing. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning. How are you, Rhonda?
I'm actually very good. We have been really busy for the past few weeks.
Yeah, I really have. Starting to take a toll.
We started with a trip to the USC Museum,
Yes.
which was absolutely amazing. And if anybody gets a chance, go to the USC Museum in Loughgall. We also have been doing a mediation training course.
We have.
And it has been it's actually a brilliant course and makes you more aware of what you say to people.
Absolutely. The words you use and how you say things and what not to say, and, you know.
And it's one of them things where you don't realise you've said something and you have to stay neutral all the time. And yeah, as you said, there's words you cannot say.
Absolutely.
Because we were doing a training session the other day and it was a practice thing. And one of the wee girls says, "But you believe me, don't you?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes, I believe you." Whereas the other one would construe that as
Taking
you're
sides.
on their side.
Yeah.
And it is very interesting because you tend to now think about what you're saying.
Absolutely. You have to be really particular that you're staying neutral. And that's quite hard because you have to watch every word you say, and you're not allowed to sort of go by one or the other. And like the fact that we said we believed one of them set a whole other ball rolling.
Yeah.
You know, and I find it really, really interesting, don't get me wrong, but it's hard work.
Yep.
I find it hard work.
Definitely.
You know.
As I said in the instance where we were actually doing, whenever we got the two of them in for the mediation together, the wee girl says, "But sure you believed me."
Yeah.
And the other girl was, "Oh, so you're on her side then?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
as you say, it kicked off another whole ball game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's actually amazing to think there's a lot more goes into it than what you see.
That's unbelievable, unbelievable.
And the guy, the fella and the girl that are doing it are absolutely great. And they're telling you, look, you've never done it before.
Yeah.
It's training. And that first example where we actually had to do it, as I decided we would go first. And you goes, "Oh, what did you do that for?" But take the bull with the horns.
I'm actually really glad you did.
We
You know what I
didn't.
mean? Because we were first, and okay, if we made mistakes, they could be pointed out, and I suppose our mistakes will learn the rest that's coming behind us.
They were helping
Do you know
others,
what I mean?
giving them tips
Absolutely.
about what was being said and whatever.
What to do, what
And
not to do.
I do believe in, I would never have done that before.
No, neither would I.
I would never even offered to go first, because when I says, "Oh, look, we'll go first," Jock actually looked at me. And I was like, he goes, "Really?" And I goes, "Aye, there's no point of sitting back." But her story has actually given me that wee bit more confidence.
Aye, absolutely. Because I was amazed. I said, "Oh my God."
I don't mind now because somebody has to go first. And looking at a lot of the rest of them, they were like rabbits in the headlights.
Yeah.
The course is actually, it wasn't something we had actually ever thought of doing.
No, I never ever would have. And actually, when it was mentioned to me, I wasn't actually really sure if I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? But I'm glad now I did, because it sets your thinking different.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Whenever it was mentioned to me, I said, "Oh, I actually think that would be a great thing to do."
Yeah.
But I didn't actually realise it was as hard
Yes.
as it is.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
It's not rocket science, but it's a lot harder.
Aye. But the people we're doing it with are great. We are learning all the time.
Absolutely.
And you're always thinking, will that go in? There's that much to try to remember, but it kind of does.
I think I found anyway that when we were actually doing what I would call the mock mediation thing, there was actually more stayed in my head than it or realised, if you know what I mean. Trying to trying to keep the peace and you know that sort of way, and learning that the mediator doesn't give solutions. The solutions has to be worked out between the two parties or whoever it is that
Yep.
isn't agreeing, and I find that hard.
Aye, that's right, because you're sitting there thinking, oh, but maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
And you know you can't, because as was explained to us, if you give them a solution and it goes wrong, it's your fault.
Absolutely,
So that it's so hard to stay neutral.
absolutely. I find it hard.
The even when I'm out now talking to people, you're thinking about what you're saying, and I was never like that before. You just
No.
chat it, but
Just be more careful.
Aye.
Really, that's I
if
suppose what I do.
somebody, aye, if somebody comes to me moaning about something,
Uh-huh.
I'll just say, all right, and you know, not say
Yeah,
one way or another. And it's not a bad manner to live by, because then you
No.
can't get blamed for anything.
Absolutely, you can't get blamed for it, and you get into no rows, no bother.
Aye.
I always used to say let the problem stay at the feet of the people it belongs to.
That's right.
You know what I
And
mean? And that
that's a
works
very
for me
good thing.
great.
Yep, that's a
Works
very
for
good
me
thing,
great. If
which
somebody has a
helps.
problem, it's their problem.
I don't mind listening to somebody telling me their problems,
Yeah.
but as you say, we've now learned not to give them a solution.
Absolutely.
The other things we're doing at the minute, there's quite a lot coming
That's
up at the
amazing,
minute.
the amount of stuff we've done this month, this last few weeks.
We've a wee trip to the Mac this weekend for some of us. We're going to see a play about strong women. Our women of influence topic is travelling along nicely. We have a lot of things arranged for that. We have one where we're having a talk by Carl Walker up in Schomburg House.
Yeah.
And then we're doing another one in Lisburn.
Yeah.
And then we have another one at the end of April up in Belfast with Avila
Yes,
Kilmurray.
that's right.
And she's actually a wealth of knowledge.
Good. Good.
She's a really wealth of knowledge. And we'll do a wee Belfast walking to her that day as well.
Oh, very good. Can we go to Primark?
Yeah, we know you like Primark, Sandra. So that, you know, we really do. You don't have much time to yourself. But it's actually good because it's getting you to do things that you never actually would have thought of doing before.
Absolutely. Like, and we have finished a thing with Aaron,
Yep.
and that was absolutely fantastic.
Yep. The politics of
Absolutely.
before Northern Ireland was divided up until that, and then the next one was what has happened with Northern Ireland since that.
Yeah.
And then it was what has happened with the Republic of Ireland since that.
Yeah.
And it's actually really interesting when you're listening to it that we're not in that bad a position.
No, we're not. We're not. We're actually better than, well, I thought,
Yeah, yep.
you know.
Still, the rhetoric is a united Ireland, which I don't think it'll ever happen, but there's people still pushing. There's more to that. That's to do with your introduction to politics as well. And there's so many things, and Aaron sent through a reading list.
Yeah, I seen
that
it
we had
last
looked up
night. I seen
things,
it
and I'm
last
like,
night, yeah.
if I was to get these books, I'd never get through half of them.
No, neither would
But
I, believe
he's
me.
so full of knowledge, and the passion he has for his history.
Absolutely. Like, I could listen to Aaron all night.
Yep.
He's so full, and he knows the wee intricate bits, you know, the wee small bits, and like the of the plantation and partition, and I knew nothing about it because you weren't taught it at school, and I think it's a shame.
You know, like wee bits, but when you're listening to the grand scheme of things, you're like, no, well, I didn't really know nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as you say, schools don't teach
No.
local
No, and
history.
I think that's sad. I really do.
But I think that's something maybe that should be pushed, you know,
Yeah,
kids in
maybe.
school. But there's a lot of problems with schools at the minute.
Yeah.
They're underfunded, and they're this and they're that. And I see Ballymoney got a wee mention in the news last night, and
Very good.
for their assisted learning programme,
Yes.
which I thought was actually quite good.
That's
It's
good.
one of the few schools that have got the assisted learning.
Yeah, Balmoney do. They're actually quite good.
Aye. So
They are.
My next step is I'm actually trying to organise another one of the trips for us.
Right, okay.
And that'll be another talk with Avila and the wee walk. The one with Avila that we're actually going to, the first one is about herself.
Yes.
And I've actually said I think we should interview Leanne because she's a very influential woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. She would be
Yep.
top of the list for us.
Yeah.
So she would.
Definitely. But we will leave it there, Sandra, and we will come back and give you a wee update whenever we get a wee bit more done. And thank you very much for joining us. Goodbye.